What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Mescal. Once again, checking in from the MescalVerse as I build out this crazy dream that I have in my head, right? Shouts out to the dreamers. 8323. It's going to be the new secret code right there. Shouts out to everyone who's already ordering shirts too. I'm getting notifications on the Shopify. I'm going to put the link right here on the bottom. Welcome to another episode of Enter the MescalVerse, where I'll be updating you on stuff that I got going on in my life, stuff that I got going on for the project for the map, and stuff that I got going on for my NFT project and for my digital collectible project. So if you're tuned in and you're here, trust me, you're one of the few, you're one of the real ones. So I'm really doing it for you. Today I launched my Shopify, so shouts out to that. I wrote my stuff so I don't go everywhere with it, but I did launch my Shopify today, so happy with that. Shouts out to everyone already ordering, like I said. So once again, to check in right at the top, my grandma's stable. We await news, each day, and we're going to just rock it like that. But I do appreciate everyone who's been reaching out and sending their love, sending their prayers. So thank you so much. The film is delayed. If you guys don't know, let's just get that out the way right now. The film is delayed. It'll be pushed to the side. I'll give everyone a solid release date soon, but definitely we're getting it done right. I don't want to rush it. I know I said Cinco de Mayo, but I really did underestimate how long this shit takes. But it's a good thing, the sense of urgency to even try to meet Cinco de Mayo has made us even get this far this quick. So yeah, hang tight, hang tight. Next piece of news is, I didn't get to address this earlier this week, but LA lost a young rapper this week by the name of Money Sign Sway. And normally I don't comment when, rappers pass away. It's something that happens all too often. And, I don't like to fake the funk and act like I knew someone or knew their music after they passed away. You know what I mean? But this individual, when it comes to Money Sign Sway, I got to meet him a couple times. And, it's funny because even today I was looking through some old files looking for an old logo, and I had pictures of all these artists because I had chopped up this flyer for a Too High show, a collage of artists, and I had a picture of him right there in the collage, and I was like, oh shit, and it's a similar picture I'm seeing now on social media, just for the RIP post, and it's such a crazy thing, to think about how we post about stuff and how from one day to the next, you're a person today, and then tomorrow you're just a post, and people could relate more to that post than they could even relate to the person, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going too much into the mescalisms, but I just want to stay on topic and say, rest in peace to that young dude. I don't know the situation. A lot of fools will open their mouth and act like they know. I don't know what went on. Obviously I heard the news about how he passed away, and he was killed in county jail, in the shower, got stabbed. So that's, that in itself is already crazy, and that already in itself is its own world. So people will act like they know, but they don't fucking know. And I don't know enough to comment on it. You know what I mean? I just think anytime you have someone who's young, a lot of potential, a lot of hope, and a lot of future, and all that's just, snuffed away. So, condolences to his family, and people be smart, be safe out there. We got Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. Shit. It just seems like Cinco de Mayo just snuck up. It's dope though for anyone who's tuned in overseas or international. Cinco de Mayo is a Mexican holiday of commemorating a battle with the French, where Mexicans pretty much beat that French ass. I don't know. There's no nice way to put it to my French homies. Mexico whooped that ass like Canelo. And Canelo actually fights this weekend. So anytime Canelo fights, it's a Mexican holiday. And Cinco de Mayo's on and cracking this weekend. There's a lot of shit cracking. I don't want to say shit cracking, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of great events out there. There's a lot of dope stuff going on. Tomorrow, me and Muzz will be at a special needs school doing some production and video production with them and casual living. So shouts out to them. And then in the nighttime, I'll be at the Homeboys Foul Play. They're having a fashion show and party right here in downtown LA. So, I'll be getting my fashion show grind on. What are you doing with your Friday? I don't know, but that's what I do, because I do awesome shit. And then Saturday, I'll be playing golf with Rasa Golf. Shouts out to the homies who invited me to that. I'll be catching a 9-hole tournament. I think it's for some charity or something, but we'll be playing on Saturday. And then Saturday evening, got some more stuff cracking too. I forgot what else, but I should have wrote that down. But Cinco de Mayo is going to be cracking. I did notice this year, it seems like Cinco de Mayo is really, really fired up this year and has gotten really pumped up this year as opposed to other years. Shit, I remember when Trump got elected and he was talking all that shit about Mexicans. Like, fuck, dude, Cinco de Mayo was sad that year. Like, motherfuckers didn't even want to celebrate. They thought they were going to get deported. Like, I'm right here in East Los. Like, there wasn't as much stuff. Like, there's still the parades and everything, but I just mean on the streets and the little bars, little paisita bars. Like, fools weren't fucking rocking how they are, right? But right, I feel like Mexican people are riding a great wave right now for whatever it means. For whatever reason, there's plenty, music, and sports and boxing and certain shit like that. But I feel like there's a lot of pride right now. So it's good to see. It's good to see, and we're gonna have a great time this weekend. So I just wanted to say I noticed that. On some money news, the Fed once again raises rates. And if you've been one of my homies I talk money about, you know how I feel about this shit. I've been paying close attention because I invest in crypto and in NFTs and in these risk assets, and I have fun in them, right? And I'm building my metaverse and everything else, so it pays to know and pays to pay attention. I'm not trying to act like I got all this vast knowledge, but again, you pay attention to the FOMC meetings, you pay attention to, just certain indicators that, you read not just headlines, but statistics and free information that's out there for you to look up, and it helps you make smarter decisions, and it helps you not freak out when certain shit happens. And I've been into it. So the Fed raises the rates. What does the fuck does that mean, right? It just means it's just going to be more expensive to borrow money, and he's probably going to keep them high, right? And everyone's hoping that he's done raising them, and as soon as he is, the market will rally in hopes that he starts, lowering the rates. But it's anyone's guess if he ever lowers the rates. Even this year, it might not get lowered, but it's good to know, because as we're making our crypto and our moves, we have to know that, the market's hungry for it. So when it does pivot, when the Fed does pivot, our assets or some of this crypto could go freaking crazy. And it don't mean it'll stay up there forever, so you got to have your moves and your shit planned out. So very interesting week again. I see all this stuff on social media about the dollar collapsing and this and that, and America, the debt and everything else. But, if you really just pay attention and you just see it, you see that it's shit that's happened before. Sure, certain shit is unprecedented, and there's always going to be new stuff. We're in a new year, we're in a new time. Like, we're going to witness stuff no one else has seen. But at the same time, too, if you just learn a little bit of the history, it'll just help you from not freaking out right away. So, yeah, man, that's some little financial talk for the people who are out there. Back to the music stuff. I do got new music. It drops in less than like a couple hours. It'll be available on Spotify. It's called Eastside Anthem. It's one of my favorite tracks I've ever made. And crazy thing about this track is it started off as a reel. Let me just make sure this shit's cool. My bad. So the crazy thing about this track is it started off just as a reel. Like, I literally got that bass line from the backstroking track, that loop on YouTube, played that whole track through, and just wrote a flow to it on the spot and recorded on my phone and posted it on IG. That video just kept getting more and more plays. And to this day, it'll still pop up. I did it again where I performed it and I was holding Baby Mickey. No, I wasn't holding Baby Mickey in that one, but I was in the same room. It was a content we did right here in the other room, and that video went crazy. That video, same thing happened. Everyone's commenting, everyone's loving it. Where can I hear that song? Can't hear it. It's not out. And so I finally got around to recording it and dropping it as a part of the map, part of the mixtape, one of the few non-remixes, even though it's a bass line that everyone's familiar with. It's not a remix of that song or taken from another artist. So it's pretty cool, man. And I'm excited to drop that track. The video, I'll be dropping a clip of the video and the piece we'll be using for them real quick. But either way, I had to shut the fuck up because I'm talking too much anyway. Got McGrady OG in the motherfucking spot. He about to lay down some motherfucking vocals. But once again, man, enter the MescalVerse, episode 2. I'm going to leave you guys right here. I'll check in next week. Like I said, the map, the due date got pushed back, but it's dropping in May. There's no other plan, no other way it works around besides that. May, that shit's dropping. We got other stuff popping in June, other things going on in July. Big announcement for Lighter Fluid coming up. So keep rocking with us, man. I appreciate everyone who's come out and everyone who's been showing love and everyone already ordered on Shopify. So you're the real ones. Go hit that up. I'll see you guys soon. Enter the MescalVerse. Peace.